Hi guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video we're going to have a Conor McGregor UFC 257 fighter showcase. He's in the main event facing Dustin Poirier, and before we get into the clips in the background, I believe that Conor McGregor is going to win this fight. I think it's a very good matchup for him. I mean, if you looked at the other contenders that he could have come back and fought, he obviously had Khabib, which we don't know if he's retired or what he's doing with the belt. Tony Ferguson, Charles Oliveira, Justin Gaethje, Dan Hooker, and I believe the easiest fight for him would probably be Dustin or Dan Hooker. So he's obviously taken the Dustin Poirier fight, and I don't see the fight going past round 2. I mean, I know he said in the interview recently that in 60 seconds the fight's going to be over. That's what he's looking for, so we'll see if his prediction's right. I mean, Dustin has the tendency to get hit, and obviously in all of his fights he does get hit and he does get hurt, and that's a bad mixture going in against someone like McGregor, who his left hand can put people out easily and comfortably. And I believe obviously where the first meeting he finished him in round 1, I believe, and although Dustin's improved as a fighter, they're both different fighters from that first meeting. Psychologically that's always going to be on your mind, the fact that you're fighting a guy that at any given point can turn your lights out with the slightest of punches. I mean, the punch he hit him with to knock him out in the first meeting just glanced over the back of his ear. It wasn't even a clean punch, and that got him. So we'll see what happens in the fight. If it goes past round 1, 2, 3, what would happen. But even if it is a 5-round fight, I think McGregor's looking in good shape. He's obviously physically looking amazing. We're not sure about his cardio levels. That's always a worry coming in against any fighter. But I believe that he'll be able to weather the storm. And even if it does go to 5 rounds, I don't think Dustin can go 5 rounds without taking too much damage. And McGregor's obviously, he said he's here to make a statement. I know Khabib's come out since and said he's waiting to see UFC 257, see if someone can make a name for themselves. And I believe it's just lining up for the Conor and Khabib rematch. So getting into the clips in the background, I'm fighting Calvin Kattar. I believe he's dropped me now twice already in the first round, and it's a 5-round fight, so I don't want to take too much damage. With Conor McGregor, I'm not looking to take too much damage to the body, especially because that will drain my stamina. So I'm being cautious. I'm trying to see what my opponent's doing. Obviously he's got the 2 drops already, which is not ideal, but my opponent is using a lot of stamina. And the main thing to do with McGregor, obviously he has the power, and you can either block break or try to be a counter fighter. And what I do is I try to counter my opponent's shots. I'm fighting a Kattar, so I'm expecting the fight to stay on the feet. I'm looking to see what combinations my opponent's throwing and how I can counter them. And at the moment, my opponent's getting the better of the exchanges. Obviously he has the 2 knockdowns. Now it's just about my ability to adapt and how I can now manage to survive this round. But we're not only looking to survive, hopefully implement some damage as well. And obviously McGregor's boxing on this game is elite. He's power, elite, and we're looking to keep on the feet. And just in the clip there, as you can see, all it took was that 1 punch there to get the drop. And now I know my opponent's head health won't be in a great position, which gives me a lot of confidence. I just need to land that left hand. I'll go for the head kick there, and it doesn't drop my opponent. My opponent's now trying to clinch, so I know he's not in the best position stand-up wise. I mean, that knockdown must have hurt his confidence. And 20 seconds left of this round, he goes for a big head kick, get the drop now with the right hook, and I believe that's 2 drops each in the first round. The round can go either way, but from what I'm seeing, start of the round obviously I'd say was my opponent's round. I got used to the combination, his throwing, started throwing back, and managed to get the 2 knockdowns in the later stages of the round. Going into the next round, obviously, not only is that a big confidence boost, but I know that his head health is not in a good position. So to start the next round, I'm going to probably want to look to push the pace and see if I can close out the show. So yeah, we're going to see what happens in the next round. My opponent took a while to skip the replays of the first round. Conor McGregor on this game, no matter the division, if it's featherweight or lightweight, is an elite fighter. If you come up against a good Conor McGregor player, you're going to have a very, very tough time of beating that player. And I'm not the best Conor McGregor user, so I'm trying my best here. And as you can see, I'm unloading a bit more than I was the first round. I'm avoiding the clinch. Go for the uppercut there. He just about swayed it. I believe that uppercut hit, that would have been a drop. I'm doing a lot of damage to his block now. Throwing my jab a lot. And then with the left's landing, it's doing a bit more damage. He gets me in the clinch here. Drives me to the fence and hits me with an elbow, I believe, which was good. He snuck that in quite well. And now I'm just trying to pick that big shot because I know that his head health is very low. And it's not going to take much to put him out. As you can see, the right hook there lands across. I get the stun. And you can see from the animation that he's hurt bad. I go for the head kick, which breaks the block. Get the uppercut to drop him. And Calvin Kattar's got a good chin on this game. I mean, he's taken a lot of punishment. It's quite realistic considering his fight that just happened against Max, where he took a hell of a lot of damage. And at this point in the round, obviously it's a 5-round fight, but I know it's not going to 5 rounds. The left hits him. I'll work his body just to mix it up. Try go for the roundhouse kick to the body. Doesn't work. And we get the drop here. And we get the ground and pound finish. And that was a good showcase for Conor McGregor. Obviously, he finishes his fights early. And out of all the clips I had using McGregor, either the fight would finish too early, or the clips would be too long and it would just involve the ground game side. And for a Conor McGregor showcase, I just want to showcase his stand-up ability. And how I believe the fight's going to go in real life, because Dustin, he's a very game fighter, and I don't think he's going to try to take McGregor down, which, although isn't probably the smartest thing to do, I think his best chance of winning would be probably to take him to the ground. I don't see Dustin doing that. I think Dustin wants to prove a point that he can stand with McGregor, and I actually think that'll lose him the fight. Going into this gameplay here, we're facing Max Holloway in Division 16, and this is at featherweight. Obviously Max Holloway, probably second best fighter in this division, on the game that is. Obviously big volume puncher, probably going to try to work my body a lot, but with this one, if it's a Max Holloway that's constantly pressuring me, I know that it should be okay, because all it's going to take is one punch, and McGregor's health stats on this game are very good, especially chin health, so I'm not too worried about the constant pressure. It's going to be a 5-round fight, and just based off the way my opponent's throwing, already I can tell he's a very aggressive Max Holloway, and that plays right into my hand because I want to counter strike. I want to be able to pick my shots, and he's throwing these big wild strikes, and I'm just trying to build a rhythm. He's missing a lot of strikes already in the first round, going for massive head kicks, and I don't know if it's just because of the division he was in. I mean, he was a Division 16 player, but often or not, Division I'd say 14 onwards, most players know what they're doing, but this player here was just going for these big strikes, wasting a lot of stamina, and just by doing that, I knew off the bat this was probably going to be a 1-round, 2-round fight, and the distance management he wasn't doing a good job of. And now I'm just waiting. I'm just trying to find that one strike that's going to put my opponent out. As you can see, he's having some success. Goes for the big strike here. Hit him with a beautiful hook. So he misses the knee. I hit him with a beautiful hook and I fold him like a chair. And then, rather than opting to get up, whenever anyone uses McGregor, they just opt to get up straight away and they get denied. So I try to stay on the ground for a bit. I know that his head health is in an awful position, and if I land some ground and pound, the fight could be over with. It's a shame the fight didn't finish with that beautiful left hook, and that would have been a nice finish, especially because he just folded like a chair. And we get on top here, go for the ground and pound because I know the head health's low. My opponent just about survives, and I know that a little bit more and my opponent will be out. My opponent's not doing a good job of getting to his feet or getting me into his full guard. I get him here into the side saddle, and this is in a great position. A lot of people don't expect to be dominated on the ground by McGregor, but that's what I'm doing so to my opponent here, pushing the advantage even on the mat. And I think this is where we will get the finish. Yeah, we get the finish here, so we put our Max Holloway. Thank you for watching the Conor McGregor showcase. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.